Guys, wobble, this is Downtown Adrian J with the Kicking Sounds in London Town. How are you going out there? Welcome to Adrian J Online, and this is Jay's BMW. On this episode, we're going to be doing a 24k service on your BMW. Don't go away. Okay guys, so I'm going to try a different format on this this episode's show. Straight up, if you like the video.
Before we continue, don't forget to hit the like button.
This is going to be a series. I don't want to do a big long video, and I don't want to do a small short video. There's a lot of videos around which is small, short, and don't give you a lot of information. So this video I'm going to break up, and each part is going to be in the description. So you don't have to go scan through the whole thing. You can, hopefully if you see this, you will have a look at it, you look at the description and go, okay, I just want that part, and go to that part. I know your time is important. So that being said, what are we going to do? I'm going to do a series on servicing your BMW. Now, the service schedule is a general service schedule for cars. At around 24k, you'll do a service. Now, depending on the car, you could have a minor service or a major service. On the BMWs, you know, you have a CBS, so the CBS comes up and tells you what you need to be doing. But the CBS only really is for the service guys in the dealership to get your money, to do bits and pieces. If you're not doing other stuff around, then be aware. You don't want things to break. You want to service them before. So I've pulled up the stats and figures for a 24k service. Now this applies to any BMW. This particular thing is going to be about the 24k service for the BMW 2 Series B46, B48 engine, which is on your F Series cars. And also the G40, 42, I think, 4 Series, same engine. So I'm going to show you now a list of the things you should be looking at, right, for your 24k service. Now, my car, my car is officially built in 2019. It went into production in 2020, where it sat on the dealer's lot for about a year. And I think I picked it up in 2021. So technically speaking, the car's is a 2019 car. And we're in 2025, so it's 4 to 6 years old. I do minimum mileage, right? Because that's why I've got a 2025 car, which has only got 24k. But still, time deterioration, all kinds of stuff you have to be careful of. So I'm going to tell you what needs to be done, referring to the B46 engine, and I'm also going to tell you what I'm going to do, because there's things which I don't need to do, but I'm going to show you through. And what I'm going to do with each part when we finish the video, you would just click a link and go to whichever part you want to do. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, I've got everything written on the whiteboard. Hopefully it's not going to be too confusing. So let's have a look at the whiteboard. So as you can see, we're going to be doing the BMW 24k service for the B46-48 engine, and I'm going to go through a list of things which we need to do, and I'm going to show you the things I'm going to do. Okay, so first off and foremost, it's always advisable to check the codes. So we pull up the codes on ISTA and check the codes out. That should be the first priority to do. You should be doing the BMW codes once a month to see what's happening, so you can see if there's anything going to happen. It usually gives you a good indication if there's any issues. Second thing, we have to do an oil change. So this I haven't done, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how we do an oil change. I usually get my guy Mike at Steve at Mike Vales to do the oil change, only because it's easy to get rid of the oil, and he does it with my tyre service. Next thing we have to do is a brake check. Now I've put a kind of not a frowny face, kind of a meh face. So with the brake check, what you're supposed to do is get the car on the hoist, check the brakes, the rotors, the calipers, the pads, everything. Now, I've already done this in December when I had my tyres done, and I know for a fact that the brakes need to be changed. Okay, the front brakes. So what we'll do is, I've got a video already for how you check the brakes. And I don't need to check this, although when I get the car up on the lift, sorry, on my jack, I may well do that again just to double check. And so I may do a short video on that. The next thing you should do is change the air filter. Now, I already changed the air filter a few K back when I had the when I had an error code, and that seemed to fix the issue. I was looking also to upgrade the air filter, but I didn't really like the options, and the standard OEM air filter is perfectly fine. Okay, if we go down a little bit, chunk. The next thing is suspension, and I have a frowny face. So suspension, to be totally honest, there are some things you can do, but the majority of time you have to get it up on a hoist. You need to check things like the actual suspension components, tire rods. You have to jiggle and wiggle things, which you cannot really reliably do. If there are some boots underneath there, rubber boots, which you can check. That's why you always should do an oil change, because you have to jack the car up. So I can't actually do this, but when I had my tires done by Mike, I always go under and check it, so I know the suspension of my car is fine. The next thing, which has a frowning face, is the drive belts. You should check your drive belts. Now the thing is, on the BMW B46 you have what's called a timing chain, and you also have a serpentine belt. Now the timing chain is a metal timing chain, and you really can't get to it to check it out, and you can't check it out even if you could see it. The only way you can tell if the drive belt, if the timing chain is bad, and it can go bad, it won't go bad at 24k, but if it does go bad, you'll get a rattle. If you get a rattle at startup, get the car to a dealer, unless you can do it yourself, and change the timing, the timing chain. The serpentine belt, again, it's a pain to get to. It really needs to be visually checked. I really honestly can't get to it to do it. But you can tell if the drive belt is causing you an issue, because you may get a squeal, okay? So that could indicate that the drive belt is loose. If you have sometimes a rattle from the front or a whining, it could be there's some bearings on there which also go. So we can't do that. It's not really for the home mechanic to do, but that's something you should really get checked. PCV valve, again, a frowny face. Here in North America, we have the smog emissions. We don't have this in the UK. You have a PCV valve. Now, on the B46 engine, the PCV valve, okay, is incorporated into the rocker cover. It's incorporated. So if that is gone or going, you have to replace the rocker cover. There are a lot of diagnostics you can do. There's a lot of stuff on the internet you can check for PCV valve. So Google it up if you think you have an issue with the PCV valve. Right, next one, spark plugs. This is one I'm going to do. Now, usually with spark plugs, they're set to run at least 100k. But this car, as I said, if we look down here, it's a 2019 car, in service in 2020, so it's been here for 6 years. Short stops and starts, you still have to consider it's a 5-year-old car. They can run to 100k, but I wouldn't. If spark plugs go, what happens when they get worn out, they will take out the coil pack, okay? So this is good preventative maintenance. So this is a whole another subject on the car. Right, so let's just get a recap. We're going to check the codes, we're going to do an oil change, we're going to check the brakes. We don't need to do the air filter. Oh, the other thing, sorry, I forgot to mention, tires. You should be checking the tires weekly and monthly. I change my tires every 6 months, so I know the tires are balanced and treads okay. However, after I did the tire changeover this year, I noticed that there was a cut in the sidewall. So it seems to be okay, but I'm going to double check that, take a picture, send it to Mike and let him know if there's an issue. I have TPMS, so if the tires go, I'll know immediately. Okay. Then suspension you need to check, which we can't do. Drive belts and timing chain we need to check, but we can't do, and we don't have any issues with those. PCV valve, well, we don't have any drivability issues, and the PCV valve, we can't do anything about it. We can't check it, but we don't need to worry about that. And then we have the spark plugs, which we're going to change. So in this video, or in this series, I'm going to show you the check codes, oil change, possibly the brake check, and the sparky plugs. So that's it. There's hopefully a small introduction video. As always, put your comments in below. In the description, I promise you I will have the links to where you need to go for oil change, spark plugs, etc. Just go to there. That's totally fine. And that's about it. Now, I will put a disclaimer. I am a home mechanic. I'm a shade tree mechanic. I have a lot of experience on BMWs, on Fords, on Porsches, on Mercs. That's what I've been doing for about 45 odd years, so I know my stuff. There may be some stuff here which you may watch and you may disagree, and some you may find different information on YouTube. Always remember, one, this is a BMW. BMWs, we work on them slightly differently, and two, I do what I think is the best way to work on them. So hopefully you like this series. So without further ado, please click on the link, whatever the next video. But we're going to be doing it in sequence, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the next video will be somewhere here, I don't know where. And after you've done that, if you don't want to do that, then click down, look in the description, and go to the part you need. If you like me, tell others. If you don't like me, just put a thumbs down. Take care. On with the show.